Welcome to the Fractions, Decimals and Percents mini course, Session 8. In this session, we'll be connecting fractions, decimals and percents. Our objectives for this session include to celebrate the accomplishments and learning of the participants in this class. We will use the number strips and Cuisenaire rods as manipulatives for illustrating percent concepts. We will also reinforce the relationship between fractions, decimals, and percents. We would like to introduce participants to the NCTM connection standard. As a session overview, we'd spend 20 to 30 minutes looking at the top 10 tips for parents and the Bringing Mathematics Home 7. Thereafter, we'd spend 3 to 5 minutes discussing the NCTM connection standard. We'll spend another 30 to 40 minutes looking at the percent number strips activity. Lastly, we will spend 20 to 25 minutes doing a reflection on the Session 1 goals that we set in place at the beginning of this mini course. And then we'll take time to celebrate the achievement of our graduates tonight.
Okay, welcome. Thank you all for coming out for our last and final session, Session 8. Okay, tonight we will still be revisiting, we will visit percents, and we're going to look at how they relate to fractions and decimals. Okay, around the room we have a couple of posters put up. If you had fun, I see you've added comments. If you still would like to add a comment, you're more than welcome to. We have I interacted with my children. And if you learned anything in math, if you please post a comment. Okay. We're reviewing the top 10 tips for parents. We're reviewing the top 10 tips for parents. It was BLM 45 from your last session, Session 7. Would anyone like to comment on the top 10 tip number 1? There is nothing to fear but fear itself. Would anyone like to comment on that one? Saying there is nothing to fear but fear itself. Regardless of your own experience with school mathematics, you can encourage your child to develop a love of math through supporting their performance, helping with school projects, and discussing their homework. Help them appreciate how a strong foundation in math can lead to great opportunities in the future. Okay? Number 2 is stay informed. Would anyone like to comment about being informed about the students' math? Okay? Make sure your kids are taking advanced courses. Make sure that your kids are taking advanced courses. This is more for the high school, parents of high school students. Would anyone like to comment? Okay. Be a champion for challenge. Okay. Would anyone like to comment on any of the top 10 tips? Okay. The standard for this session is one of NCTM's process standards. It is called the connection standard, and it states, instructional programs from pre-kindergarten through 12th grade through grade 12 should enable students to recognize and use connections among mathematical ideas and understand how mathematical ideas interconnect and build on one another to produce a coherent whole. This can be found at nctm.org. Okay. At your desk, you have a fraction strip. You have a fraction strip. You can go ahead and cut out and label it using percents. You're going to label it with percents the same way that you label your decimal strip and your fraction strip. Okay, it should be your very first page. Okay, we have Tamara and Manaya. They're going to tell us how to label the percent strip. Okay, tell us what you did, ladies.
We labeled by tens.
Okay, tell us what you did all the way up.
We did 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 100.
Okay. Can I see one of your strips, please? Okay, I have Miss Taylor's decimals, fractions, and decimal strips from a previous session. I'm going to line it up with the fractions. You can line it up with the fractions. I need you to look and see, try to figure out which fractions and percents are closely related. Which ones are closely related? Okay? Does anyone see one yet? What you thinking, Xander?
7%.
You have 70% is closely related to which? 7 what? 7/10, okay? Xander said that 7/10 is closely related to 70%. All right, Chance, you have one? 50% is closely related to 1/2. Okay, 50% is 1/2. That is correct. 50% is 1/2. Okay, when you're in the store shopping over the holidays, if you see a 50% off tag, what does that 50% mean? It's gonna be half off. Half off. If you're lucky, you're gonna have a coupon that says extra off that too. Okay? Alright, so we're looking for percents. The higher the percent, that means the better the what? Better the deal, better the discount, okay? Does anyone see anything else? Okay, you say it a little bit louder.
30 is related to 3/10.
Okay, 30% is related to 3/10. Good. And Chance, one more.
Related to 3/4.
Good. Chance said that 75% is closely related to 3/4. So he moved his all the way over. Okay? Good job. Good job. Thank you, ladies. Thank you. Okay. Okay, could these strips help you change a percent into a decimal? Could these strips help you change a percent into a decimal? Okay? What if you have 30%? What if you have 30%? What decimal is 30%? What decimal is 30%? Sander? Is 0.3. Good job. Is there any other way that we could say 0.3? We can say 3/10. Is there another way that we can say 0.3 or 3/10? Kyler? It is 30%. Good. Is there another way? 30. It is 30 cents. 30. It'll be 30 hundredths. Okay? It'll be 30 hundredths. Okay? Okay? What if you had 70%? What if you had 70%? What decimal would that represent? Kyle? It represents 0.7. Is there another? Good job. Is there another way we could say it, Xander and Chance? 7/10 or 70 hundredths. Okay? Good job. All right, at your table you have Cuisinart rod puzzles. You have the rods. You have your rods at your table. And in your packet, turn to BLM 49. Turn to BLM 49. Tonight we're going to find percents. We're going to find a percent of something. Okay, we'll do number 1 together. You're going to need an orange and a red rod. You need an orange and a red rod. Okay? Your orange rod will be 100%. Your orange rod will be 100%. You have to figure out what percent would the red be if the orange rod is 100%. Okay? You all take a couple of minutes and work with your partners and your families. And we'll have someone come up and discuss it.
No, you're fine. I got you over here. You're fine.
Okay. Okay, we have we're gonna go over 1, 2, and 3. We have Mr. Foster up here. He's gonna explain number 1 for us, where we had orange was being 100%, and then he was trying to figure out what percent would be red. Just tell what you have on your paper. Yeah, 20%. Say that. He has 20% on his paper. Okay? He had 5 red. He had 5 red rods to make the entire orange, and he said it was 20%. All right. Thank you for coming up. I appreciate you. Okay. All right. We have Tamara and Manaya. They have number 2. They had orange being 100%, and then you had to figure out which color would be 70%. Okay? What y'all have?
Black.
You have black. How you know black is 70%, ladies?
Because we use the white pieces of measuring.
Okay? And each one of the white pieces will be how much right here? How much would each one? 10? Mm-hmm. Say it out loud. 10. Each one will be 10%, okay? So black is for number 2. All right, thank you, ladies. All right, we have Xander, Kyle, and Chance. 4th, and 6th, okay? They had number 3. If brown is 100%, then yellow is what percent?
62.5.
Okay, how did you all come up with 62.5? Speak up, speak up.
Because each white one is 20.5. 12.5.
Okay. Xander and Chance and Kyle said each white one in this case represents 12.5%. So the yellow ended up being 62.5%. All right. Thank you, gentlemen. Appreciate you. All right. If I could have Ms. Hughley, Mr. Walker, and the Bamas come set up 4, 5, and 6. Ms. Hughley, Mr. Walker. Okay, if I can have your attention, we have Ms. Hughley. She's going to explain number 4 to us. If blank is 100%, then white is 25%. Okay, Ms. Hughley will do number 4. We're right here. Okay.
When they said white was 25%, I knew that 25 times 4 is 100. So I knew that would take 4 white pieces to make 100, and I found purple, which equals 4 pieces.
Okay, good job. Thank you, Ms. Hughley. All right. All right, Mr. Walker will be doing number 5 for us. If blank is 100%, then purple is 90%.
Okay, by that being said, I took away one white was 10%, added it to the purple, and it equals to 100%.
Okay. So yellow will be the 100% in this case. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, we had the Bamas and the Jefferson with number 6. If purple is 100%, then dark green is blank. Okay, purple is your 100%.
All right, what we did, we counted up 4 white pieces would represent 25 cents a piece. And so that adds, so 4 of them add up to 100, which equals the purple one. And so then we added 2 more to the top of that, which is 50% more. And so green is the 100% and 150% of purple.
Okay, so dark green is 150%. Okay, good job. Thank you. Okay, if I can have Sojourner, Mariah, and Shamaya come on up. You okay? You sure? You tired? Are you understanding? Okay, we're gonna do, if I can have your attention, please. Okay, Sojourner and Miss Walker will be doing number 7. They had dark green equaling 50%, and you want to know what light green would be. Okay? Your dark green is 50%, so what would your light green be?
25%.
It'd be how much?
25%.
How you know that?
Because we knew that 25%.
Yeah, I gotta speak.
25% is half for them, 50 cents, and
Mm-hmm.
each one is 50 cents, and 50 cents. 50% is half of 100,
Okay, so each one is 25.
and each one is 25.
All right, good job. Thank you, ladies. All right, Mariah is doing number 8 for us. If blue is 90%, then blank is 20%.
What I did was I used each color to see which one could fill up the blue, and one they was too long or too short. So I tried red, and I made that as 20%, and I had got 4 reds and 1 white, which the white was 10%, and I added it up. 20 times 4, I know that gives me 80, plus 10 more, which equals 90.
Okay, so what color is 20%?
Red.
Red. Good job. Good job, Daniel. All right. Shamaya and Caitlin have number 10. They have number 10. If orange is 10%, then white is 1%. Is 1%. Good job, ladies. Good job. All right. We're going to have Miss Welch do number 11, and then Miss Guider, Miss Pritchett, and Miss Jeffries will do number 12. Okay? Huh? Freeze. Jeffries. You want light? Okay. Miss Welch is going to do number 11 for us. If black is 7/8, then red is what percent? Okay. You can go.
Okay, I took the white squares and I made the 7/8. So I took my red pieces, which will give you 1 red out of 2, which would be 2 8s. So I broke it down to 1/4, and I got 25%.
Okay, it will be 25%. Thank you all. Oh, all right. Miss Pritchett, Miss Jeffries, and Miss Samuels is going to do number 13 for us. My bad, I wasn't supposed to call you. I wasn't supposed to call you. If purple is 1/3. Okay. We're on number 12. If purple is 1/3, then blank is 50%.
All right, so if purple is 1/3, we had to convert that into a percentage. So 1/3 equals what? A little bit, 33%? So we had to put 3 of them together to equal 100%. And so then we started comparing, and we found out if we put our dark green next to it, that half of that dark green will be 50% of that. So yeah, dark green will be 50% of is that it?
Purple.
Purple.
All right. Thank you, ladies. Okay. All right. Ready? Okay. All right. We have the Samuels. They had number 13. If red is 4/10, then blank is 100%.
Yellow is 100%.
Okay. What's your
The
name?
yellow is 100%.
What's your name?
Taquez.
Okay. Taquez said that yellow will be 100%. You gonna explain how you came up with that? Okay.
The first red is 20% and the other word is 20.
40.
So it's together is 40%. Plus the white is 10%. And that's how I got it.
40 and 40.
And 40 is 80. Plus the 10 is 100. Make,
You got 40, 40.
80 plus 20 is.
Okay. So they figured out that yellow would be 100% because the red is 4/10, which is also 40%. So you had 40% plus 40%, and then they found half of the red, which will give you 20% or 2/10 to make that full 100%, which is yellow. All right. Thank you all. Thank you for coming. All right. I would like to thank you all for coming to the MAP sessions, all 8 sessions, or how many ever times you've been. You all have been, it's been a joy, it's been a wonder. I've learned. I hope you all have taken home some valuable information, okay? Thank you.
The NCTM Connection Standard requires instructional programs from pre-K through to 12th grade to enable students to recognize and use connections amongst mathematical ideas and how mathematical ideas connect and build on one another to produce a coherent whole. For our closing activity tonight, we'd like to spend some time looking back in these 3 areas. I learned mathematics, I interacted with my children, I had fun. Using your post-it notes, write down what you have learned over the 8 weeks or what you had fun with, and post the note on the chart with the appropriate heading.